Okay, this is a brief tutorial showing you how to access the University of St. Joseph Library databases when you are off campus. The first thing you'll want to do is go to the USJ homepage, and here you can see the address is www.usj.edu. You'll want to go to Academics. When you open up that window, notice on the far right Library, and what you'll want to do is search the collection. So click on that. When that screen opens up, you have two choices here. Notice on the right hand side it goes Research Databases. You also have the option here. Here it's just a little bit more descriptive. It's telling you if you click here you'll access articles and scholarly journals on various topics, and these are just really the same thing without the description. So you could go either way to access it. So I'm just going to click here for now. Again, if I clicked over here I would get to the same exact place. Okay, and when I click there, I come to this page, and let me just review a few quick things with you. This would allow you to search for different databases by subject areas of interest. In our course, most of you are going to be looking for educational articles, so most of you are going to want to really primarily use EBSCO. So you notice EBSCO is listed right down here, and so you could scroll and go right into EBSCO. So I'm going to click there. We already have clicked on the various components of EBSCO that you'd be likely using, all three of these. And then there's some other databases here that you can add to your search. At some point you might decide you want to use some of those, but I think for now you're set with the three that are checked for you, and you also might want to check ERIC. Okay, and in that case when you go Continue, okay, now what's happening here is it's going right into the database for me because I was already logged on. But you're going to see a slightly different screen, and it's going to ask you to log in to your USJ accounts. So when you see that screen, what you'll want to do is just type in your first initial last name. You do not want to type in at usj.edu. It'll be a blue screen that you're going to see, and it's going to ask you for your login. So it's really just the first part of your USJ email login. So again, and some of you might not be, if your name is like Jane Smith, you might have to use your middle initial as your login. It might be something like J.S. Smith. And then the next line is going to ask you for your password, which would be your university password you use ordinarily to access email or whatever the case might be. In another tutorial, we'll review how to use the database once you get onto it. But basically what I want to show you today is that once you're on their USJ homepage, just primarily how to find what you need to by going over to Library Search, Area Search the Collections, and clicking Research Database. Okay? And basically then from here scrolling down to EBSCO, and again when you're at home, you're going to see a pretty much, it's a very blank looking screen, and it's just going to ask you for a login and a password. Login, first initial, last name, and then the next line is just your password that you ordinarily use to access your university email. The main thing, again, on that first line is don't put in usj.edu. So in my case, what I would do on that first line is just type in JARZT, tab down to the next line, and type in my university password. And when I do that, let me go back into EBSCO. When I do that, before this page comes up, that's when I'd be doing my login. So I think it's pretty clear. The only thing I'm not able to show you in this tutorial is what that login page would look like because I was already on it today and it's already recognizing me. And that's going to happen to you too. So if you're on your computer and you've already logged in and you're going back in to do a search, you'll be in the databases right away. If you have any questions about how to log in from home, please feel free to email me, or I'll show you one other feature that would be helpful for you to know about. If you have questions about doing searches, if you're on this page and you simply, let me just click there for a minute, and when that pops up, if you go over here to Library, there's some tabs here for you to kind of look through. But if you want to click here to Library Services, you'll see this page come up. And if you're interested in reference and you want to ask the reference librarian some questions or get some help, if you click here on reference, you'll be asked if you're doing it as a student. And really, if you just click here, you can email, or if you notice, there's a phone number. And so if it's during the daytime or even up until the library is open at night, feel free to call this number and ask for some assistance. If you happen to be on late at night after the library is closed, you probably want to just send an email. And so that's also helpful to know